We're approaching the business end of the season now in the Oxford United FM23 save. We're just 1 point ahead of Peterborough in second place, who are 1 point more ahead of Plymouth in third. It's very close for the playoffs as well. Today we've got Forest Green away from home. Plymouth have got Burton and Peterborough have got Bristol Rovers. And then on the final day, we're at home to Accrington with Plymouth playing Port Vale away from home and Peterborough playing Barnsley away from home. Let's take a look at the results off camera, and for the most part, it's been pretty good. There's been a couple of losses sprinkled in there. The loss against Portsmouth, obviously you saw the loss against Exeter in the Papa John's Trophy final, which was devastating. We actually went and won 8-1 against Port Vale in one of our games off camera, and I actually wanted to show you guys a goal from this game. The first goal that James Golden scored from our young centre-half was absolutely incredible. Sigurðsson, it was in the 18th minute. The ball came out to him at the edge of the box. He took a couple of touches before curling one into the top corner. A really, really good strike and sort of mature past his age as well. He's played quite a lot of games for us so far this season. Is that 27 matches? Yeah, 2 goals scored, both in that match. In terms of some other notable performers, Jody Jones had hit a bit of a purple patch here, scoring, 4 goals in 3 games. So gone off the boil a bit in these last 2 matches, and I'm not really planning on playing him this game. Maybe a little bit off the bench, but, we'll see what happens. We'll bring on Marcus Brown on for Jody Jones. And apart from that, I think this team is all good to go. Bringing back McGinty in goal, back row of Johnson, Moore, Finley and Brown. McGuinn at CDM, standard midfield 3, as always. Then Brown, Anderson behind Kyan Edwards up front. Let's get into the match. First highlight here is inside 15 minutes. I'm not sure why, I can't even remember who we're playing now actually, but the team that we're playing, their name is completely greyed out here as Brannigan hits the post very early on. Who are we playing? I'm actually completely blanking about who we're playing. It's this team in yellow, isn't it? Because we're in white. Lewis Bate, though, finds Brown out wide here. Come on, let's see if we can do something. Get a goal. Marcus Brown, I think he's onside there. He is indeed, and that puts us 1-0 up after just 18 minutes on the clock. Really, really nice composed finish from him there. He sort of had so much time to get the goal that I thought he was going to make a mistake here or something. But it's a nice ball from Brown. Really good to see the run from into the other Brown over here. It's actually took a deflection off O'Keefe, which explains why it seems so weird. But it's Forest Green that we're playing. I'll put up the latest scores here so we can see what's going on in the Peterborough and Plymouth games. You can see they're actually both winning as well, so we do need a win to stay in first place if scores do stay the same. Hopefully we can sort of fashion an opportunity from this highlight here and not give away the ball. McGuinn here with plenty of time, plays it back to Moore. I'm always nervous when we play it back to the defence for no reason, in particular because we've had it a few times in this season where players have turned back into a danger zone, but Kyan Edwards with a beautiful finish there rifles it past the goalkeeper. Really nice pass through ball from Lewis Bate as well. I would like to get him back on loan next season. I know you can only really have 5 players on loan in the starting lineup in the championship. If we do get promoted, obviously I'm not assuming anything. We can still go and lose from here and still sort of miss out on the top 2 positions and then go and lose the playoffs. It's all possible. Johnson here finds Brannigan. Are we going to get another goal? No, he's hit the post this time. Kyan Edwards is injured. I should probably take him off, to be honest, because we are just going to be left with Kyle Joseph for the last game, and I'm not too confident in his abilities, to be honest. I feel like he does tend to miss a lot of chances and doesn't really perform to the same extent as Edwards has, who's definitely been an upgrade, even from Matty Taylor. Moore here. Can you do anything with this? No, he can't. It goes out for a throw-in. Brannigan here with the ball on the right wing finds Lewis Bate. Can he turn and maybe have a shot? He actually wins a penalty here. I think it will be Lewis Bate who will take the penalty. He's got an assist already. Can he put his name on the score sheet as well? He does. 3-0 to Oxford. I'm going to take off Kyan Edwards now. I don't think there's any need to keep him on the pitch. I think it's better to rest him and hope that he's sort of doesn't aggravate his injury. Really nice finish there from Lewis Bate. Always felt confident with him stepping up to that ball there. I'm going to praise the team as well because they've been very solid so far. Brown here on a counter-attack potentially if he can outpace O'Keefe down his left-hand side. Don't run out of play. I sort of had a feeling he was going to run out of play there for a second. Finds Brown back here. We've got so many options in the box here. Can he find one of them? Goes for Lewis Bate who fires over the bar. Oh, we've won it. Kyle Joseph has dispossessed the Forest Green defence there, taking too long trying to play at the back. And he's managed to win the ball and put a goal in, just as I was saying about how he's not pinnacle enough for us at this level. Let's see what happens here. You can see heavy touch from Christian, and he's able to dispossess the central defensive midfielder before tucking it away into the bottom corner. That is the full-time whistle there, and I believe both Peterborough and Plymouth won their matches as well, so we will need a win in the final game to confirm a the title, basically. Draw could be enough if either Peterborough or Plymouth drop points. You can see Plymouth won 1-0 and Peterborough won 2-0. Jody Jones has won the April Player of the Month. That's not something I was going to be expecting to say with Lewis Bate winning the April Young Player of the Month as well. Goal of the Month, James Golding came second with that strike against Port Vale, and we still haven't won a Manager of the Month, I don't think, here. It's crazy. August, we weren't in the top three. How many times have we been second? Because I feel like we've been second quite a few times. Second in December, we were second in February, and we've also been second in April. One game left, and talk about a potential banana peel. Accrington Stanley are already relegated, already confirmed to be dead last of the Sky Bet League One Championship. And they're playing us, who are, yeah, 1 point ahead of Peterborough, 2 ahead of Plymouth, potentially being able to win the title and secure promotion to the championship. And this is the team that we're going to have to deal with. Going to have to make some changes because we've got an injury here. I'm not sure what I want to do, to be honest. I wasn't really prepared for this. I might go Johnson in the centre of defence and move Long out wide. We've got injuries to our strikers as well. Kyle Joseph is struggling as well as Kyan Edwards as well. Oh wow. I really don't know what I want to do here. I think we show faith to the team that performed so well last time out. McGuane, I know, has problems with big matches. He's not a fan of them, so I think this is definitely not smart to play him in this game here. I think Oisin Smith is solid in big matches, as far as I remember. Let's see if I can see. Yeah, enjoys big matches. So yeah, I think that is the one that I want to go with, the one change, and obviously the one that we were forced. Gonna start Kyan Edwards. It's probably not the smartest thing to do, but I just want to see if we can get ahead early on. And if I have to bring on someone like Kyle Joseph or Murphy up front, then so be it. Here we go, the first highlight, and it looks like it's going to be a positive highlight for us. Sean Long with the ball in behind for Connor Brannigan. He can't put us up 1-0 early on, unfortunately. I'm going to switch this formation back to the latest score so we can see what's going on. Where are the matches that we're interested in? Plymouth are over here. They're losing to Port Vale. That could be incredible for us. And Barnsley and Peterborough are still 0-0 after 25 minutes. If Port Vale can hold on to a result like this, even though they're also confirmed relegated, that would confirm us top two in the table, so confirming promotion. It looks like McConville might be able to start an attack here for Accrington Stanley, though. Hamilton plays the ball in behind for Lee. Straight through to Ed McGinty, though, fortunately. Let's see if we can start something of our own now. We are the better team here. There's no reason why we can't go ahead and completely pick apart Accrington, being at home and being, 23 places ahead of them in the table. Sean Long finds Anderson. Really nice ball into Kyan Edwards. If he can get there, he puts it over. An open goal in the end. I'm going to encourage that, guys, because they've been decent so far. Just haven't been able to get a result. Barnsley are 2-0 up at Peterborough. Port Vale are now 1-1 against Plymouth. 3-0 to Barnsley. Oh my God, Peterborough might miss out. I don't believe that. Plymouth, I don't think have been top, like in the top two positions all season. Not as far as I remember anyway. And it looks like Peterborough might miss out on the final day. What do I say here? I'm going to say this one. I'm going to take off Kyan Edwards as well, being absolutely shattered and also injured. I think it's the smart thing to do. It's time for a highlight. We win the ball. Brannigan finds Anderson. Come on. Runs down the right-hand side, finds his way into the penalty spot, and he's been fouled. He's been fouled. I think Lewis Bate has to be the one. He's motivated. He has scored his last penalty in the previous match. Let's not mess this up now. Lewis Bate steps up to the spot. It's saved by Jensen. Hopefully that doesn't cost us. Brannigan with the corner now. Cleared away, and that's the end of the highlight. I think it should be good enough because there's only 15 minutes left. But if Plymouth get a winner here, they might jump us in the table. I'm not sure. I think we do have better goal difference, but yeah, Lewis Bate, you can come off, mate. I'm sorry. I don't trust you anymore with that. Marcus Brown will bring off for Jody Jones, who's been in some really good form. And apart from that, we'll leave things how they are. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Come on. Corner for Brannigan. Finds Kyle Joseph. No, he doesn't. It's cleared away to McCann. Can we keep this attack alive? We've got plenty of space out here on the right-hand side. Moore into Johnson. Looking for Anderson. Can he keep it in? He does. He whips it into Jody Jones at the back post. The man who is in form. Scored 4 goals in his last 3 starts, and now he's scored again off the bench in the final day of the League One season. With 12 minutes to go, a really nice ball in from Anderson, the man who we've converted from right back to right wing. Keeper flailing at it, and it's over his head. It looks like there might be a highlight in the dying embers of the game here. Accrington give the ball away, and that's it. That is it. Oxford United are your League One champions. Here we go, collecting our trophy with a 1-0 victory against Accrington Stanley. We were absolutely fantastic today. Missed a penalty and still managed to win the title. I don't know who's going to actually be collecting it. I'm not sure who our captain is. I know Brannigan's the vice captain. Here we go. It's our first trophy of the save. Lift it up, and we are deserved champions, in my opinion. We've been in the playoffs or above pretty much the whole season. And as we go walking around the pitch doing our lap of honor, I think I'm going to press continue in just a second, just sort of trying to see what's going on. Kyle Joseph's doing cartwheels over here. That is not my manager profile, I don't think, actually, but yeah, it must be clearly. Achievement unlocked, you're up. It was Plymouth that actually beat Peterborough to that second spot, so these are the teams that'll be in the playoffs, potentially joining us in the championship next season. We've lifted Sky Bet League One on the final day. Initial budgets, oh my God. I don't know what they expect. 370k, that is nothing. Javon Anderson with the man of the match performance, he was fantastic. We've received 25k for coming first in League One. He was the player of the week. And what's this? We received Burnley Sky Bet Championship bonus. Nice. Paid 750k as a result of Burnley winning promotion due to the deal involving Luke McNally. Why can't we have kept this guy? He looks incredible. Here we go. This is what you wanted to see, the end of season review with the League One title. I think the 4th time in Oxford United's history. My signing of the season was Darnell Johnson, A+ rating. He was fantastic for me this season. A+ that we won the Sky Bet League One, of course. B- in the FA Cup, C+ in the Carabao Cup, and a B- in the Papa John's Trophy. Such a good run up until the final. Unfortunately, we were just bettered on the day by Exeter City. Didn't really turn up, to be honest. The 8-1 victory against Port Vale was our biggest win, and 3-1 against MK Dons was the match to remember. The goal of the season was this one from Josh Murphy, assisted by Marcus McGuane. I don't actually remember this. We've actually scored 2 bangers against Port Vale this season, apparently. Let's see what this goal was then. Josh Murphy here. Oh, what a finish. I don't actually remember that one. Maybe I did show it on camera, I'm not sure. Finances all looking pretty good. Top shirt sale was Anderson, followed by Brannigan, Murphy, Taylor, and Wildschut. Wildschut didn't really play all season. There's my best 11. Eastwood in goal with Johnson, Moore, Finley, and Brown. McGuane at CDM with Nate and Brannigan on either side. Brown on the left, Anderson and Edwards. In terms of accolades, it is Kyan Edwards who won Fans Player of the Season and Young Player of the Season. Wow. Darnell Johnson won Signing of the Season with Josh Murphy with the Goal of the Season. Some more records there for you. Record breakers. Yeah, some stuff there. Competition awards, there was nothing whatsoever. And there we go. It'll be interesting to see who does get promoted. I think Peterborough deserve it, but I'd like to see Charlton come up. That would be pretty cool to see. What is this? This is new. Here we go. The club's vision and expectations. They're looking for me to avoid relegation. Interesting. Anyway, that will be everything for this episode. You can see that we've gone up as champions. Plymouth coming up with us. Shrewsbury, Morecambe, Port Vale and Accrington Stanley are the teams dropping down. In the championship, it's Norwich who are champions, followed by Burnley. One of these 4 teams will be promoted via the playoffs, with Wigan, Blackpool and Swansea getting relegated and then joining us in the championship next season. The Premiership isn't even finished yet, but it looks like it will be Brentford, Fulham and Crystal Palace coming back down, with Man City already confirmed as champions, miles ahead of the rest of the competition. Erling Haaland's really recovered his form. I know he had 10 goals in his first 20, but since then he's sort of very pushed on and performed very well. But thank you to everyone for tuning into the season as a whole. Please let me know if you have any suggestions or anything that you want me to sign, or anything you want me to do differently next season. Apart from that, though, that's me for this season, and I see you guys for the next one. Bye.